said it accepted a proposal from the U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff involving a 70-day truce and the release of 10 Israeli hostages. But Witkoff called Hamas' response disappointing and completely unacceptable, adding that the group had not agreed to his actual terms. Israel too rejected the plan, stating no responsible government could agree to the conditions. Amid stalled negotiations, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reaffirmed his commitment to recover all hostages from Gaza, both living and dead, vowing to, "We are not going to give up." Let's listen in to the Israeli Prime Minister.
יש קשיים. החמאס עיקש, הוא סרבן, כך אמר גם הנציג האמריקני הערב, וויטקוף, זה נכון. אנחנו לא מרפים מהמשימה. אנחנו החזרנו עד היום 148 חטופים חיים, ויש עוד 20 בוודאות שהם חיים, ויש גם אחרים שאינם בחיים, ואנחנו מתכוונים להחזיר את כולם. אז, כך היום, נכריע את מבקשי נפשנו, נשיב את כל חטופינו, נוודא שעזה לא תהווה איום על ישראל.
Tensions continued to rise in Jerusalem as far-right Israelis chanted "Death to Arabs" and clashed with Palestinians during the annual Jerusalem Day parade. Opposition leader Yair Lapid condemned the event as a festival of hatred and racism. We have Professor Madhav Nalapa joining us to give an insight as editorial director of the Sunday Guardian. Thank you, Professor, for staying with us. How do you see the current state of ceasefire talks between Hamas and Israel?
Look, I've said immediately after the attack that Netanyahu is going to go after Hamas and destroy the military wing, and he will not stop until he has destroyed the military wing. Hamas is desperate for a pause so that it can catch its breath. Frankly, Netanyahu has got it on its ropes, and Netanyahu is not the kind of person who will let go once he's got an opponent on the ropes. So I think he's already been talking about a huge offensive, a very, very huge offensive. Obviously, that is targeted the military wing of Hamas. So I would again request Hamas, if you've got any consideration for the people of Gaza, well, I would advise you to give all the hostages back, and on condition that you get safe passage out of Gaza, and you completely demilitarize and leave Gaza to the Palestinian Authority. I think that will be the only solution for this horrible organization. And if they take it, it's good. But I don't hope very much that they will do so. It's a great tragedy that we're seeing it in Gaza. The innocent people are suffering, and this is what happens when a terror group rules over you. Someday, sooner or later, this kind of ruin will come because they will go too far. And the October 7 attack on Israel was a step way too far. And after that, Netanyahu realized that they were in an existential conflict, and it's either Israel or the military wing of Hamas. So obviously, he would like the military wing of Hamas to be finished. And I think President Trump, Biden, I'm not very sure what he would do. President Trump will quietly ensure that Netanyahu is given the means to finish the job. And I think he does mean to finish the job. If you check my writing, I made it clear from the very beginning that Netanyahu will not stop until he's eliminated the military wing of Hamas, no matter what. And it's very telling that he's talking about hostages living or dead. Living or dead. So it's very clear that he is going to go all out and all the way until the military wing is completely broken to pieces and cannot be reassembled.
Since you've just mentioned Trump, what role do you think the United States is trying to play in this conflict?
Look, if the US would be quite happy if this kind of a solution came forward, but I'm from the beginning not very hopeful of this kind of a deal. The reality is that the two are living in separate universes. Hamas is living in one universe, and the Israeli government, is in another universe. Hamas would like to preserve its military wing. and thereby preserve its control over the people of Gaza. It's controlling Gaza not by popular appeal. It's controlling it by sheer force of the military wing and the terror it inflicts on those who are against Hamas. So, very frankly, in this battle, I think Trump will help Israel to destroy